Okay, guys, welcome back. So hopefully this is the last of Kris Jenner because I really want to be out of her energy. We will ask about the kids in a second, but something that I forgot to ask in the first reading was if she did anything to Kanye. And we'll leave you make up your mind as to what you think that means. So, Spirit, please join us and answer any questions that we have in regards to Kris Jenner. And what has she done to Kanye West? Has she put the roots on him? And does she have a spirit in a jar in a temple somewhere in the mountains of Armenia? What can we glean from Miss Jenner and Kanye's obvious spiritual issues? Well, if this ain't a damn yes, then I don't know what is. High Priestess, the Magician, and the Hierophant. Literally back to back to back. Flanked by this Lover's card. And the Ace of Wands. So, oh yes, she did. And guess who she had do it for her through some sexual exchange energy. And would you look at that, after all of her hard work that she put in on it, they got to celebrate because what did they get? They got the King of Pentacles to marry her. And now they won't give that man his soul back, so he is fighting for it. He's gonna win. Because God always prevails, and so do our ancestors. And his mom is not going to let them have her son any longer. And that's the thing, you know. The devil works hard. Kris Jenner works harder. But a black mama ancestor will whoop your ass. She will beat the both of you out of here. So, you know. Alright. What is the relationship like between Kim Kardashian West and Kris Jenner? Why did I just hear two peas in a pod? Spirit's chatting on this, and they told me to pull this deck. They're like, that's not an emotions kind of reading. It's all about what have they conspired to get done together. Yes, that is. Well, well, well. Here's Kim, Queen of Swords, being the representation of her being an air sign. Although I always think of Kim as more of a Scorpio than a Libra because she's on that last day of it. Yeah, I mean, they definitely work well together. Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Ace of Swords, and Ten of Swords. So not only do they had that same energy. It's like, I'm trying to think of how to say it. Like, Kim is the one who is the most absolute like her mom, in that if her mom says, hey, Kim, you know, we got an enemy over here, it's like, let's work together and take them down. Kim has no guilt, blame, any second thoughts about taking out her enemies, however her mother sees fit for them to do. She is very much her mother's child. Well, Kim's definitely ready to leave her marriage, but she's also afraid, you know, that Kanye is going to be their downfall and the thing that takes them out. Because it's really like, she's trying to choose the right time, and her mom and her are deciding together, you guys. That's what's weird that this came up. Like, oh, Kim's trying to decide when to leave her husband, but as her relationship with her mom, but it makes sense because at the end of the day, it's all about how do we protect our investments of all this hard work and money we've built and these reputations and everything. 3 of Wands, Temperance, and High Priestess. She's gonna be just as big, if not bigger of a than her mom is. Honestly, I feel like a lot of times when it's like, we need this or that for the ritual, Kim's like, oh, good. Who do I gotta go sleep with now so I can perform my end of the SEXMAGIC? So, Spirit, please tell me, what does Robert Kardashian Jr. think of all of this? We'll ask about Chloe in a second. I just wanted to ask because his energy just kept coming up. What does Robert Kardashian Jr. think of his kids, his ex-wife? Is he proud of them? Is he horrified by all this? What exactly does he feel? He's talking. He wants to talk. So the underlying energy here with the 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, and Ace of Cups, it's talking about, like, he did so much work as a parent to really instill, like, love, togetherness, like, doing the right thing. Like, he was very much the moral backbone of that family, right? And he's seeing it as that Kris has taken money over what he fought so hard to build, the love, you know? So it's like, you put money ahead of the love that our kids needed. Like, they didn't need the wealth, they needed the love. Like, yeah, we all need food on our backs and, you know, I mean, clothes on our backs and food on the table. And Bella, let's try not to say everything at once and let the words fall out as they should. But the end of the day, you know, like, do you really need to be the richest, most famous person? No, but should you try to be the best person you can be? Yes. And he doesn't feel her doing that. You know, Kris is coming up as this Queen of Pentacles, which is, of course, being very focused on being that matriarch, being in charge, making money, being financially successful. And then we have this Magician and this 9 of Swords here. So it's talking about literally like that she will do it at any cost, no matter who it hurts. As long as she's getting what she wants, she doesn't care. He don't like this, you guys. He really doesn't. He wants, I feel like, honestly, you guys, like, when I kept getting, like, Kendall and Courtney and Rob, like, all wanting to kind of separate themselves from the family, I feel like this is his doing. Because we have this 7 of Wands and this 3 of Cups here about walking away together and working on something different. And I feel like it's walking away and working on their souls. Okay, I know I'm not the only person that has predicted that there is going to be like this big downfall with the family. Not so much as, oh my God, they're all going to end up bankrupt and desolate. It's just more like, whatever money you're making now, make sure you invest it wisely because it ain't going to keep coming that way in the future. He's doing this as a wake-up call to them. You guys are worshiping money, and I know what it's like when we get on the other side. Please fix this before it's too late, is that I keep hearing. He's not, like, there's certain things that he's proud of, but that they've done, you know, like he loves the grandbabies. He loves that Kim is getting more into justice reform and things like that. But first of all, he's definitely not that kid reincarnated because he's still on the other side and he's waiting for his kids to get there. But secondly, he just doesn't agree with the way that Kris has led the family. Like, you could have still, like, you were too greedy. You got in that place where you were willing to do anything to make it, and it was all about more and more and more and more and more instead of being happy with what you had achieved and enjoying that. So there's this, you know, Page of Cups, 4 of Wands, Death card, and Hierophant, that he's talking about it coming to an end and really having to force the kids to wake up and be like, what do you want? What kind of a person do you want to be? What kind of a family do you really want to raise? Because it's just like they got so caught up in following their mom that they forgot about what their dad really did try to instill in them. Alrighty. Oh, Spirit, we're going to need the emotional cards because Chloe's going to be emotional, probably not Kris. Spirit, what is Kris Jenner's true relationship and feelings and connection with Khloe Kardashian? Do they really have a good relationship behind the scenes? Is it bad? What exactly is going on? I mean, I know, like, when everybody always talks about, which I still don't agree with, like, they are so completely disrespectful to their mom on that show. I mean, could you imagine, like, anybody else trying to, like, get away with treating their parents the way they treat that lady? Like, I mean, I'm Italian. If my kid tried to pull that crap with me, he would have a shoe and a wooden spoon so far up his butt, it would take him 3 months to pull it back out. So, I don't know what their, you know, whole thing is that they're so stuck on, whatever. But the thing is, what I was saying, sorry, I started trying to translate the cards at the same time. Oh my God, what are we doing? But what I was saying is, now I kind of get it. Like, not that it's okay, but I get why they always have that sort of like, ugh, like we don't respect you, dismissive energy towards her at times, because it really is, you know, they're all just like, well, you don't even give a crap about us anyways. Like, you just want us to be here and show up and film so you can make more money off of us. So it's like, if that's what we gotta do, like, you know. Jeez. Well, first thing. No, we're always like, why does Khloe keep going back to Lamar? Why does Khloe keep going back to Tristan Thompson? Because Kris Jenner makes her. Kris Jenner manipulates her. Oh, honey, he loves you. He's sorry. Even though she tried to act like she was so pissed off at Tristan, you know, when Khloe was giving birth and all that stuff, and like, oh, I told him, like, you want these sloppy seconds and blah, 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 and all this stuff. Really, behind the scenes, she was manipulating the situation and telling Khloe to get back together with him. So if you saw the Benito Skinner skit where he was like doing the trailer for the next season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians or whatever, and like, you know, when he was playing Kris, she's like, I can't believe I told Ken to bring Tristan to dinner tonight. And then Khloe's like, Mom, why is Tristan coming to dinner? Like, that's exactly what she was doing. And she didn't give a crap that he's going to hurt her daughter that he has, because to her, it was about fame, keeping our name out there, making sure that we're seen. She's a bitch to Khloe too. Has been all her life and still is, because it's like snarky little comments. Oh, Khloe, those jeans they really make you look like, okay, but they're Tom Ford, so if you think that's okay, you know, it's like little, like, comments, and then when Khloe shows up with a new face, it's like, yay, you look great, we're so happy for you. Honestly, I mean, it's going to take Khloe to take a huge break from her mom for her to really start healing. They don't have a good relationship, guys. Her mom really continues to just beat her up and damage her, use her for money. But Khloe goes for it because she just so badly wants her mom's love and affection and attention finally. Oh, Khloe, next time you break up with Tristan, please see a therapist, take it seriously, and talk about your mom and dad issues. Because, girl, you need it. All right, so let's just see. Last thing, and then I have got to stop looking at this lady's energy. You guys have no idea how gross it is. Spirit, anything else we should know about Kris Jenner? Thank you, Spirit, for joining us and answering any questions about Kris Jenner. What do we need to know, Spirit? Any final messages about Kris Jenner? Oh, I just thought of another question to ask, too. Does anybody remember, like, a few months ago, it was that some former bodyguard of theirs was suing Kris and Kourtney and saying that they were like being racist to him, and like she was making like inappropriate sexual comments towards him and stuff. We need to ask about that and see if it was true or not. Well, she's still gonna do whatever she can to keep her family in the limelight, that's for sure. I mean, honestly, you guys, if she has to, like, get those kids to start memorizing scripts and shove them in front of a camera, she will. I mean, the little kids. It's like, Sam, say, North, you suck. And he's like, da, 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 da. And she's like, no, you have to say it like this. Like, we need ratings. What's wrong with you children? The magic is wearing off, you guys. It's literally in reverse. She can continue to do all the rituals that she's done in the past that have always worked for her, but with this Temperance card and this 8 of Cups and 6 of Swords, Spirit's done with her. They're done helping her. It's like you've had all this time to turn it around and you haven't. So, I mean, we have the World card, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and the 5 of Wands. She's going to have to work really hard to maintain what she's built now going forwards. It's not going to come as easy. I think they're still going to be like financially stable because they're rich, and why wouldn't they be? But I just don't feel like a lot of money and opportunities still continuing to come their way going forwards. I honestly feel like this Hulu deal is sort of almost a part of their downfall, or at least humbling them. Like, look, nobody's watching this. You know, like, nobody came flocking from E and starting a Hulu subscription so that they could keep watching you guys do God knows whatever you guys are doing in your show. That's not working anymore, and it's not going to, and I think that that's going to be a huge wake-up call to them. And like I said earlier, I think that we'll start getting produced by Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian documentaries so that they're fulfilling their ends of that, because nobody wants to see them on the screen. So karma always comes back to everybody one way or another, good or bad. We are in air energy, which is all about swords, so things will happen swiftly, guys. So that's why I keep saying, be nice, be a good person. Anyways, I love you all. If you wanted to book a personal private reading with me, my information is in the description box below. January 3rd is the last day to use the coupon code BELLA40 for 40% off any personal private reading with me. I love you all so much, and I will see you again soon. Bye.